This video is sponsored by KurtzPel. If you think you might enjoy the game, click on the link in the description below. I regret everything I've ever done in life. This is KurtzPel. At least I think that's how to pronounce it. For the longest time I've been calling this game KurtzPel, which is really fun to say. Come on, try it. KurtzPel. Anyway, KurtzPel, bringer of chaos. This is an upcoming action brawler MMO-ish game with an anime art style. And boy oh boy is it anime! You've got your cat girls, your skinny men wielding giant swords, and schoolgirl outfits. I regret everything I've ever done in life. The game recently had a closed beta test, and nicely the people at KurtzPel asked me to take a look at it. The first thing you'll do in KurtzPel is create a character. You'll be given several questions that tell you your personality type, which I ended up ignoring and choosing a healer because that's just what I do. I'm not exactly sure what this does, but yeah. Then you customize your look. Here you're given several options such as being able to customize your eyes, the front, sides, and back of your hair, including this. Ugh. They also have a waist and bust slider. Check out my pecs, bro. Also, you can be jacked as f***. No options for beards, though. I am a sad. Clothing is something you can change in-game, and there appears to be a ton of options. Though most of it seems to be geared toward female characters. You even have your choice of undergarment. Hey everyone, I'm not wearing any. You also have some more fun options, like a cuddling cat that you put on your back. Ah, get it off, get it off, get it off! Next is choosing your starting weapon from either a big sword or a bow. Don't worry about this too much as you'll be unlocking all of them. This is just your starter. I went with a sword because I had to stick true to my anime roots. Then you're off. KurtzPel is a hard game to classify. It's a mix of lobby-based action brawler, Monster Hunter-esque PvP game? That sounds confusing, but sure, why not? But really at its core, the game seems to be split between two parts. PvE and PvP. You start off in a city where you select your missions, upgrade your equipment, talk to NPCs, and access a training area to test things out. The first missions involve soloing a bunch of large boss monsters. Gone are the maps and trash mobs you normally need to run through in most brawler games. Instead, it's just you and a boss. So you take down the other bosses and you'll be granted the other weapons in the game. You can then take on bosses in a two-player co-op mode. This makes the monsters a bit harder and throws in some new mechanics. Should you or your partner die, you can either wait to instantly respawn after a short timer, or you can attempt to resurrect your partner. However, keep in mind you only have 2 instant respawns available, so use them wisely. Combat in KurtzPel is very much action combat. You'll be left and right clicking to attack, using other buttons for your skills, using shift to dodge, fairly basic stuff. However, doing certain combinations of movement, jumping, and right and left clicking will do combos. It's actually pretty involved if you dig into it, with certain combos requiring you to wait a few seconds before continuing, needing you to jump, dodge, etc. In that sense, it feels like a fighting game. It's kinda weird. Combat is smooth and fast-paced. My only complaint is how long it takes to get up when you fall down. What are you, taking a nap? Get up, you lazy bum! You have powerful charge-up attacks and ultimate abilities for each weapon, which it appears can be switched out for others as time goes. I haven't gotten that far though. As you complete battles, you'll be given points which you can use to upgrade your equipment, increasing its damage, adding additional abilities, etc. There are 4 weapon types in the game: the two-handed sword, the bow, a mage's staff, and fist weapons. Each have their own strengths and weaknesses. The sword and fist are considered breakers, which provide you with better defensive capabilities, while the staff and bow are considered strikers, providing you with stronger attack. You can equip 2 weapons at a time and switch between them, so you may want to equip one defensive and one offensive so you can better fit the situation you're in. Whatever that may be, I don't know. There is a story to KurtzPel, but I won't ruin it for you. Namely, because I didn't know what the heck was going on. So I couldn't, even if I wanted to. It does feature a colorful cast of characters, like this guy, this girl, or this lady who talks about a blue-horned devil.
I have so many jokes that I can't tell. Family show. Let's just move on.
There are also cutscenes after some battles where the characters talk and voice act, which is nice. But the fun part is skipping it and watching them dance. Anyway, all of that is nice, but the main draw here is PvP. KurtzPel features 2v2 PvP battles. I only experienced the deathmatch and capture the flag variants, but overall the combat lends itself to PvP. I do think the smaller scale works here. As with so many stuns, juggles, and spell effects, if you added more people to the mix, things might get a bit too hectic. Capture the flag involves one player grabbing a flag and trying to hold it as long as possible. The longer you hold it, the more points you gain, and killing people while you hold the flag appears to give you more points. Should you kill the flag holder, you can then pick up the flag. If you die, you simply respawn in a few seconds. Whichever team has the most points at the end of the game wins. And deathmatch is just kill other people. It's pretty easy to understand. Now, I didn't play it, but there is a Conquest Mode, which sounds a lot like King of the Hill. In it, you attempt to hold a point on the map for as long as you can. Again, didn't play that one, but my guess is it isn't too unlike Capture the Flag. And since it's PvP, I suck at it. Like I do with most PvP. I saw this screen a lot. I am a sad. So yeah, KurtzPel isn't out yet, but it is slated to release this year. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you, make sure to click on the link in the description below. Also, make sure to check out the new KurtzPel website and their devlog for a list of changes if maybe you've played in a previous test. Also, don't forget to add the game to your Steam wishlist. Until next time, everyone. Damn, I'm thick. And that was KurtzPel. I really think it should be KurtzPel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. I put out a new one every week. You can also follow me on social media for my funny thoughts and updates, and make sure to follow me on Twitch for my weekly live streams. And if you really want to help the channel, you can donate to me on Patreon. KurtzPel.